Though Elena herself is a new character, her partner, Marquis de Leon, has appeared in the past. He originally appeared in a raid event, where players can get 2 copies of him for free, thus awakening him to his 7-star form, while getting coins to use in the raid summon, where players might be able to summon additional copies. However, these rates were incredibly low, so low that I didn't get a single copy. Always been kind of miffed about that. Oh yeah, Alena. Alena and Marquis de Leon's Trustmaster reward is a materia that boosts attack by 60%, the limit burst gauge fill rate by 100%, and grants a guts buff. It's nice, but a lot of the bonus effects tend to be pretty secondary. Their Super Trustmaster reward is a very strange looking fist, and don't even get me started on its name. However, its odd appearance belies incredible strength, with high attack, a massive limit burst damage buff, a human killer, and it makes normal attacks hit twice. Honestly, the last one isn't too important right now, especially when compared to the other effects, but maybe normal attacks might be used more often someday. Onto their active abilities. Rush Hour is a self-chaining attack that lowers the enemy's wind resistance by 120% and deals wind damage. Knuckle Sandwich is a single hit that can deal a critical blow. No Mercy lowers the enemy's defense by 80% and chains a floating strike. Ready for a Fight can be used once per battle. It raises their attack by 300%, their limit burst damage by 150%, and their wind damage by 30%. Passives. With their Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, the pair raises their limit burst damage by 50%, and their normal attack will be used once again. With this limit burst damage boost, they'll hit 2/3 of the max cap, which is pretty good. They also do increased damage to beast and demon enemies, and boast an incredible limit burst regen as well. The pair prefers to dual wield, meeting all the passives you'd expect from a dual wielding unit nowadays. Their normal attack is a self-chaining tag attack that deals non-elemental damage. At EX plus 2, the pair gets an instant limit burst. At EX plus 3, they get 500 attack. Let's look at their limit burst. It inflicts a 120% wind imperil, and then deals wind damage that chains of itself. Time to change forms. The pair has a super limit burst, which activates the automatic buff Attack Shift. This raises their attack by 250%, their limit burst damage by 200%, and fills the limit burst gauge, getting it ready to go. The super limit burst itself inflicts a 130% wind imperil, deals even more self-chaining wind damage, and raises the damage modifier of their physical attacks until they die. Let's rank Brave abilities. They have 2. Both are equally important, with the self-chaining dealing elemental damage, and the Knuckle Sandwich just boasting a strong modifier. Time to make a damage rotation. For the first 3 turns, double cast Rush Hour and cap with Knuckle Sandwich. On turn 4, lead with Ready for a Fight. On turn 5, their super limit burst is ready, so go ahead and use that. Then you'll repeat the rotation from here. If their limit burst is ready anytime, go ahead and prioritize that. So, EX2. As a super limit burster, the pair automatically benefits from additional EX awakenings, as it grants them access to their best attack more often. They also receive additional abilities through EX awakenings. At EX plus 2, they get an instant limit burst. This is nice, but not particularly necessary, especially depending on what kind of support you're running. Still, it could ease up on MP costs, if that happens to be an issue. At EX plus 3, they get 500 attack. It's hard to argue in its favor, so I won't. So how good is Elena and Marquis de Leon? Unfortunately, as a unit meant to be released much earlier, their current strength isn't too impressive, especially when you've got someone like legendary Guardian Orin dominating wind. However, the ability to self-chain happens to make them an effective partner for Orin, by virtue of freeing up another slot. And even if you don't have Orin, their damage output isn't that shabby either. However, their kit, unfortunately, is really reliant on their EX awakenings. More super limit bursts means more attack shifts, and you can tell from their kit that they don't have that many buffs to begin with after their grandest ability is used. They even lack an imbue, which really could have made Knuckle Sandwich more tasty, but thankfully wind isn't lacking in support units right now. On another note, the standalone Marquis de Leon could use fire, ice, and lightning attacks, so why on earth is that not here? Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you plan to get Elena and Marquis de Leon. They're not really high priority for me, compared to the other units from Dragon Quest, but if I do happen to get them, I won't pass over the free Super Trustmaster reward, especially as someone's messed up and put it as a free raid reward.